Anyway, hello and welcome to me going through some more, as you can see the title or whatever, some more of the Elvis 70s singles, or 70s Elvis singles. Gee, I actually said that without tripping over it. there's a bit of a thing. Now, I will admit some of these singles I simply bought because one of those things like I've done with others, I've bought because I'm actually a fan of the artists. Whether I've listened to the thing or like it, that's another story. Anyway, let's begin. But I thought, well, the first one, if I'm going to start with one, I'll start with a hunk of Burnin' Love. We all sort of match, don't we? So yeah, Hunker Burnin' Love. Now, I actually read somewhere that Elvis didn't like this song. It was one of those things that it was advised that he was to record or something like that, but apparently he really didn't like it. To me, that's always been one of my more preferred later 70s songs. There are a few others, obviously, like Moody Blue and Way Down, but I do that one definitely is right up there for me. So yeah, just a hunker burning love. Yeah, leave it to the experts, eh? Next up is Always on My Mind, or Separate Ways, or whichever side you want to have it. Like that. I love it when you can get a price tag. Oh my goodness me. I say that a lot, don't I? I'll do a close-up on this actually, where the price tag is from Port Pirie. So like, let's go and get an Elvis single from Port Pirie. Now, that's in South Australia for those of you who are watching that in South Australia. Yeah, well, I suppose if you're going to go separate ways, why not go somewhere that's yeah. But as far as Always on My Mind, it's a nice song, but it's got a bit of a dirgy quality to it. Yeah, I think the Pet Shop Boys did a version of Always on My Mind, but I'm not sure. It might have been, or they had something to do with it. It's one of those things, like if it was Pet Shop Boys, I really wasn't a huge fan of their cover versions. Like, I really didn't like their version of Go West, the Village People thing. But this is about Elvis, not Pet Shop Boys. That's for another one. I think I've got enough records of them. Anyway, yeah, it's like, you are always on. I suppose it's one of those big, dirgy end of the evening numbers, kind of like, darling, you're always on my mind. No, you're not. You're sort of cost yourself out for that one and 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 that one. I do not. Not that you know of, anyway. That gets a little bit of, if you talk in your sleep, don't mention my name, doesn't it? But it smells like mint chocolate. Good grief. Maybe when this was made in Port Pirie, it was next to a chocolate factory or something. It kind of, the cardboard here sort of, and maybe it sort of leached into the cardboard or something like that. So yeah, it's like, it smells like a well, edible Elvis. Yes, you can make a cake out of that. Okay. I've got a Madonna album that smells like Indian herb, but that was meant to be that way. This smells like a chocolate mint, like a mint slice or something. Anyway, next is Take Good Care of Her. Now, this is actually one that I bought because it was there. I actually thought that the Partridge Family had done this, but I think I've got the titles wrong. As far as this goes, I honestly never bothered to listen to it. I was just more interested in getting the record. So this could be the greatest thing since Burnin' Love. But I really probably should play it, shouldn't I? There we go. It's like doing a react video on me sort of like plonking on Take Good Care of Her and it lasting for about 3 minutes because I rip it off and go, this is hideous. See you later, ciao. And another one is kind of Elvis really getting into his swinging kind of thing with Fool and with the guitar and sort of yes, very, very going back to basics there. Well, about as back to basics as you can get with those white jumpsuits. Does this smell like? No, that smells more like bloody chemical. Smells more like I could wipe the windows with that. Oh, no thanks. And next up is, and this was the thing with RCA, is that sometimes I wasn't too sure what the A-side was either. But anyway, we've got a bit of Promised Land. There he is, getting into the sort of big sideburns thing, and the belt seems to be even bigger. It's almost like the further into the 70s you got, the bigger the belt's got. I mean, how could you bend over in that thing? Oh dear, without kind of crushing a few kidneys in the process. Well, if nothing else, if you bent down too far, it'd take you to the Promised Land. Now this one, My Boy. Now, it's kind of ironic that here he is doing this song about sort of lamenting his boy and stuff like that, and he had a daughter. I just always found that a bit strange. Here he is doing this sort of, real sort of, you're all I want, my boy, you're all I need, my boy. Yeah, that sort of thing. Maybe there's a Sun we don't know about. Yeah, Sun Records. And the other thing, this actually is plugging what I think is regarded as one of the worst Elvis albums that apparently were ever released. That sort of having fun with Elvis on stage. And apparently all that album is just him rambling crap on stage. Oh, Elvis, you're so funny. I don't think I could sit through something like that. So, yeah, Elvis is a failed stand-up comedian, perhaps? Oh, no. And next up is where Elvis is talking about giving us a mountain, and he's very, very earnest with this mountain too, isn't he? This is the biggest mountain he'll ever scale for you. Mind you, at his state at that point, it wouldn't take much for it to... But at least plugging an album that's sort of 100 times better than the thing that was advertised before. But the B-side to this, Steamroller Blues, was actually one I do quite like as well. It just felt like Elvis getting a little bit back to basics on things like that. And Lucky Last is I Really Don't Want to Know. So the two titles of these are actually pretty good for ending up a thing like this. On one hand, you really don't want to know, and on the other hand, there goes my everything. Alright, well, catch you later. I really don't want to know... so that was... I really actually didn't like that very much. That was the problem with Elvis doing something. He did inflict a few dirges on us, and... I mean, the argument is My Boy could, that was a bit of a dirge too, but at least with that one I quite liked it. This one, nice orange though. How apt. So how apt that I should like the orange. As you can see with that, I don't think they were really in chronological order at that point. I just slot. Anyway, on that note, please do like, subscribe, and bells and whistles and all that sort of stuff and everything. And thank you very much for watching. Oh, we're getting a bit Beatles there. Ouch, if you heard that click, that actually was my neck. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please take care of yourself, and hopefully I shall see you in the next one. Ciao. Once again, I nearly knocked him off. Oh, I knocked the... Oh. I sat on him and I don't know how long for. Oh, poor little Beanie Kid. Okay, Beanie Kid says goodbye. Okay, Beanie Kid, so like, he says thank you very much for watching as well, and we will see him in the next one. Yep. Alright, ciao from Beanie Kid as well.